I'm Jim Overstreet, author of The Pickup Man.
Yeah! Hey! Hey! Yeah! Yaya diamonds, dream chasers, we won't wait. Subscribe today before it's too late. Inspiration flowing just like the breeze. Chase your dreams and feel at ease.
Be good. Be very good.
I'm trying. I'm trying to be good. I was smiling because I was really trying to be good. I can only be me. And sometimes I'm not good, but that's okay. That's okay because my name is Yaya Diamond and I am the host and founder of Dream Chasers Radio. And here we have fiction, nonfiction, music, biographies, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff just to inspire you to go after your dreams. We have authors just like Jim Overstreet. He's here today. He has a new book out. Let me go ahead and put it up here for you. And it is called The Pickup Man. And we're going to be talking about that inside the Rodeo in the Blood series, which is The Pickup Man. Okay. And then from his passion to his publication. Listen, let me tell you something. A lot of times we have something on our minds and we really want to get it out there, but we're so scared to do it. It's nerve-wracking. It really is. But just do it. Just do it. And Jim and I are going to tell you exactly what he did to get that out. Jim, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. So, okay. So we have to go to the main question. The main question is, why? Why did you put this out? What made you do it? Like, what was the idea behind it?
Well, when I first started writing, I did mostly magazine articles, mostly for horse magazines, but
Mhm.
there's an awful lot about the West today and the contemporary West that I find interesting, and then I wanted to try to get some of it down on paper and preserve it, and also I wanted to write fiction so I could tell a story, and I hope that my stories are entertaining. When I wrote the first book in this series, it took me between 25 and 30 years. But the last few months when I finished it, I got going pretty good. And when I finished the first book, I just went on to the second one because there was more story to tell. And as you just mentioned, we're up to 5 now, and I'm partway through book 6. I guess that I was hoping maybe that I could make a little money writing books, but I'm happy to tell a good story.
I hear you. You know, making good money, a lot of people have that misconception that this is just going to take off right away. It's just going to take off right away and it's going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. And I mean, how has that been for you though?
Oh, you know, when you publish a book without a lot of support, it's an uphill battle to get your book out there and to get people to read it. And so I've done it more out of love than anything. I don't know. It's
difficult.
It is, and I don't have the technical knowledge to do it. Most people that read my books like them. I mean, sometimes I'll be walking up the street and running into somebody I know, and maybe I haven't seen them for a while, and they stop and tell me how much they enjoyed my novel. So that's a pretty good reward in itself.
It really is. It's just like a musician that does a song and it's an uphill battle. It's battle. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You know, it's difficult to get that word out when you don't have support. But you have support.
Oh, I do, yes.
That's good. I mean, what's the difference between having support and not having support in your opinion?
It's a big deal, you know, especially when you're doing something you don't know much about, like advertising your book or getting the word out. If you're a cowboy, that's not your thing. So you have to have someone else help you.
Yeah, that is a wonderful thing. So tell me about this book. Okay, so we got the book here, and it is book 5 of the Rodeo in the Blood series, The Pickup Men. Tell me about this.
Well, uh, my characters by book five, they've got a lot of history,
Oh
and
yeah.
I, I try to get, and if you read the novels out of order, I think you can make perfect sense out of them because I try and sneak in enough backstory in each one. But the pickup man in particular, I'm not sure that was the best name I could have picked, but uh, one of my characters, actually the villain in my piece, is a pickup man. He and his father own a rodeo string, and they produce rodeos. And
Mm,
it's the pickup man. And in one of the earlier books, he got in a fight right in the arena with my one of my heroes. And
wow.
in this one, uh, and then the other thing, there's a little tongue in cheek in this title because one of my other characters, who is sort of an interesting but amoral kind of character, is driving his his pickup up, pulling a horse trailer up up a road in Texas, and on Christmas Eve actually, and he picks up this woman walking along the road, and so that makes him a pickup man kind of. And even when the lady gets in the pickup, she said, "Boy, you sure keep your pickup clean." He said, "Well, it's old, but," he said, I like it to look nice." And she said, "Well, I've kind of got a soft spot for a pickup man." So there's a little tongue in cheek there on the whole thing.
Ladies, this is not that kind of book, okay? A lot of ladies are like, "Oh, the pickup man. I want to hear that." So this is about the characters, about going into the fifth generation, if I would say, of the book. It's so important that we have that line, that lineage, that I guess those connections to those characters, how they've evolved. How have you been able to evolve these characters to have a fifth book?
When I finished that first one, my main I had I had two really main characters, not and they were at odds, but I liked both of them. And there were some secondary characters that were pretty major that I liked. And the villain in this piece, I didn't I didn't pick him up, and I didn't find him till the book three, when when he and when he was trying to hurt my one of my characters rides saddle broncs. Rusty Blackstone. He's a steer wrestler, but he rides some saddle broncs. And when Boomer Augustine's the pickup man, he dumped him off in the arena and tried to run over him. And
Oh.
it turned out that uh, that that Rusty's father and Boomer's father had a long running feud. And
Mm.
so it sort of came to the surface. And then in books three, four, and five, why it came to the surface. Uh, Boomer just won't let it go,
Mm.
and so Rusty has to kind of defend himself.
Hmm, hmm. I love books like this where you get like the whole story, but it keeps going. I'm a series kind of girl. I like the series. I like to kind of follow them because life is a series, and this is really cool. So you've developed these characters from book one to book five. What was the biggest challenge that you faced along the way?
I don't know which the biggest challenge was. It was getting the first one written. I
Mm,
started it, and I got my life got really busy, and my
yeah.
kids got into junior high, and it just took so much time. And I would just write a scene whenever I happened to think of it. And one of the big challenges was when I got right down, when I had time to work on it, was to get the scenes in order. I didn't write them in order.
Mm,
I just wrote ones that as they came to me. So
wow.
I actually had to get an Excel spreadsheet and get them in order.
Oh wow. That's not the first time that I've heard someone say that they just wrote down the chat. They just wrote it down and then they got the chapters in order. Um It's interesting. Some people write in sequential orders. I can't, because the ideas come, and sometimes those ideas are not in the perfect order. When you thought about the order, when you sat down and you really thought about the order, did you change it up a few times, or was it like, oh, this is the order, that's it?
No, my first run through, I thought I needed to mix the present and the past,
Hmm.
and it didn't work very well. So I had to adjust that. I just had to put it in chronological order, but other than that, I didn't change it much. You always make a few little adjustments, but
Yeah, yeah. And it's important that people know that. You are one that have has gone before. Hey. And it's important that people who understand your success and in finishing the book, getting it out there, having the people behind you to help you to promote it. It takes a lot. How long, I know you said book 1, but between book 4 and 5, or did you have it all done? How long did it take?
you know, uh, I was really going when I got to book 2, and I wrote it in about 6 months. They're
Mm,
all about the same length. They're they're roughly 110 to 120,000 words, and which in my case turns out to be around 400 to 420 pages.
mm.
Uh, the third one I wrote in about 6 months. The fourth one took me about a year, and the fifth one took me about a year. And I've been on book 6 about a year and a half, and I'm only probably 2/3 of the way through it.
But it does take a while.
It does.
And a lot of people, they have these misconceptions that this is going to be like the huge thing, like I told you, since sliced bread. It's like, okay, this is going to come out in 6 weeks. Should a person feel guilty if it takes a little longer, or maybe even shorter and then longer?
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about the time. The hard part is to keep after it. You know,
Mm,
when I was when I when I was trying to write it when I first started trying to write it, the first book a long time ago, I didn't have a lot of time, and then I got less time. But then when the kids got grown, and actually when I had to have a hip replaced, and so
mm,
I really got when I knew that was going to happen. I was sore. I wasn't riding much. It was hard. It was a
yeah.
hard time, and so I just started working on it. And then when I got my hip replaced, I had to stay in the house for about 6 weeks in a row. Not stay in the house, but I wasn't supposed to do much. Walk
Yeah.
around the house, I guess. And I had time, and I sat down and started it. And then once I got going, it just sort of went. Which is pretty neat, really. When if you're a writer, when things are going well, it's a great feeling. When you get stuck, not so much.
Not so much. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Wow. And I appreciate you being here. If you could sum up this one, particularly this edition, which is going to be the 5th book, right? If you could
Yes.
sum this one up in a nutshell, what would you say?
uh, it's hard because I've got several storylines going, and they've been going for a while, and they keep going. So it's hard, but this book actually opens with Boomer Augustine, who's the villain, the pickup man from previous novels. She's actually uh, she got she gets a phone call in the night and said he's been shot and he's in the hospital, and she's elated. It's And when she finds out he's probably going to survive, she's really let down because he's an abusive husband.
Oh,
He's hard on the kids, and so she spends. It isn't. It isn't. I'm not going to say it's the major theme in the book, but it's a continuing theme in the book. Her trying to figure out how to make herself a widow.
okay. That one is a good. Okay, this might just be for the ladies.
Well, to some extent, but in the meantime, my other characters are going to rodeos, and they're living their lives. Uh, one of them is away to rodeo when his wife gives birth, and some stuff
Mhm.
like that. That's
I
kind
got
of kind of interesting.
So you got like different stories going on at the same
I
time.
kind of do. They all interrelate, but
Mm-hmm.
they are different. They're each character or couple of characters has a storyline kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and they sort of weave in and out of each other's lives. And I don't know. It's a lot of fun to write it that way.
I
I
think so too.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it actually works pretty well reading it. And uh, when I first started writing this stuff, I thought that maybe I could, it would be strictly maybe a men's book or men, the whole series, maybe a men's book. And, it would be sort of to people who really were ranchers or rodeo people or not, but it doesn't seem to make much a difference. I mean, if I can get people to read it, most of them like it. Not all
Yeah.
of them, but most of them.
Well, I mean, you're never gonna like everything, you know,
No.
and not everybody that's gonna read something or listen to whatever you write, or because you have the audiobooks now. Not everybody's gonna like it, and that's okay, and that's okay. But to recognize the effort that has gone in, the time that has gone in, that I think you deserve. I
Well,
mean,
thank you.
not everybody will like it, and obviously, then not everybody's gonna like the show, but that's okay. But recognizing the talent, recognizing the time, recognizing the effort, and everything that you've done, that's evident. That's definitely the fifth. Yeah, that's
Well, thank
evident.
you.
That's
Well,
definitely.
thank you. It's been a little bit of a challenge at times, but uh, it's pretty fulfilling to create a book. I know when I got the first one published, uh, one of my daughters said to me, "Dad, that's really neat," and
Mhm.
and it is. So yeah,
Yes, definitely. Is there anything that we missed today that you would like to say?
I can't think what it is. I'll think of it in a little while, probably.
It's like, oh, daggone it, I should have said that.
But yes,
It's okay. Jim, thank you so much for being on the show. I'm going to go ahead and put that book out again and let everybody know that the fifth edition of the Pickup Men is out and ready for you guys to go ahead and check it out for yourself. We're going to put the link in the description box below so it'll be easy for you guys to find it. It's on Amazon. It's everywhere pretty much. Am I correct?
yes. I think
There
you
you
can
go.
get it from any of the online booksellers.
That's called support.
Yes.
Yes, that we need.
Okay.
We need. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And Jim, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, anytime. And anytime for you guys too. Don't forget to tune in and look at the other interviews that we have and be inspired by Jim. This is the fifth thing, man. Come on. Three is just not the stop, it's just a start. Okay? Keep going, guys. Until next time. Bye. Da 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 da. Thank you for watching.